Hey, Gavin.
Hey, Louie.
First of all, cheers, Gavin. I saw you had a very colorful drink as well.
I do. But I was somehow mysterious drink goblin in our fridge. Someone left us a mocktail. This delicious agave-based mocktail. And like I read through the things several times. I was like, I don't want no secret ingredients in here that are gonna mess me up in the middle of podcasting or anything. Nope, just a delicious like mocktail. That's like
refreshing. I love this drink.
Yeah, I love it.
The acai berry.
Yours is very blue.
Yeah, I'm trying. So in case you don't know, look at all this. I'm moving, baby. Things are coming down the walls. I'm drinking all the blue curacao in the house. So
my baby's leaving his nest.
Yes, there she goes. Moving to the big city now. She's gay.
I don't know what I'm gonna do without having you close. And I literally say that as somebody who spent the weekend in Massachusetts. But you're gonna be so far away, and I don't love it.
You heard it here first, folks. I'm becoming a masshole.
That's true.
But
congratulations. It's all for good reasons, and I'm really proud of you, and you're making amazing career strides, and you're already accomplishing so much remotely that I can only imagine when you're actually there.
I will become the king of Boston. They will bow down before me. I don't know what accent that was at the end. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Mixed Reviews.
We are a film podcast where we take a film subject such as an actor, director, or a mini genre. We take an entire month. We take an entire history, and we take all that stuff. We compress it down. We're Colossus crushing. Yeah, like that juggernaut
pressure.
Helmet.
Yeah,
pressure. And then we take all that information. We give it all back to you, and we tell you what we like and what we don't like.
We're like a mama bird just feeding our babies.
Oh yeah, just
okay. We didn't need that. Those sound effects, Gavin. We probably didn't need.
It is an audio format, and I guess I should have thought about that before.
Yeah. So sorry, listeners.
Yikes.
But yes, and we are in the dead of summer. It is hot, I think, everywhere.
I don't want to sound like I'm complaining because I love this, and we do not suffer. We do this out of love, but I need you all to understand that any time that we've recorded an episode during the summer, we have to do it with our air conditioning off, so you do not hear the constant
or the clatterness of machines shaking. We're professionals.
And as the earth dies, it's becoming harder and harder to keep that going. It might also be that I'm becoming aged, but it's mostly the earth dying.
Well, it's mostly we are sweaty betties.
Yes.
We are big men full of sweat glands and whatever that make.
So thank you. Oh, sorry. No, you go on. You need to finish that.
Sometimes people just don't understand. Like, I'm like balding up here, but everywhere else, just hair, where sweat loves to accumulate, and so yeah, it is hot for us.
I follow you on Blue Sky. I know what the rest of your body looks like. Anyway, but yes, I think what it is that it's so nice that the people who do join us on Patreon and watch this get to see us sweat more as the episode goes on.
Right.
So we look like we've been swimming in a pool by the end of the episode.
And please know that even though Gavin is drinking a mocktail, I am not. There is definitely vodka in here. So I'll be sweating an extra good amount by the end of this. Okay, before we get into our very fun summer edition episode, today we have a little bit of old business.
Yes.
Gavin?
So Spotify allows you to just comment on episodes now, which I kind of love. I mean, it's been overwhelmingly positive. I will say the people that have left us messages, but it's always so funny to see them pop up because it's like, oh, a message on Spotify? Like, what is this, Instagram? We received a message on one of our older episodes from just a series of numbers. I'm not going to read those numbers out in case it's like important information from somebody. But the message is just, hey, Gavin. Hey, Louie. Love you, girlies. Slay.
What episode was that on?
I think that was 2 episodes ago or 3. Maybe it was Saoirse. It might have been Saoirse.
Okay, love that. Slaying for Saoirse.
And we got a comment from Tishari on our Lily Tomlin episode, just saying, can you guys do an episode on Linda Cardellini? The lesbians would love it. Hard eyes times 3.
Linda Cardellini.
Linda Cardellini.
Wait, Gavin, did we make this bit from on the last episode?
No, we made this bit when we were riding on the subway back from seeing Barb and Star go to Vista Del Mar on the big screen.
That's right. Oh yeah, because we simply cannot hear the name Linda Cardellini and not immediately turn to Miss Piggy. Linda Cardellini, my good friend Linda Cardellini. Who we did see. Well, I saw in I was just in Fire Island, and we of course watched Legally Blonde because duh.
Yes,
And,
yeah.
and as Chutney, and God, Linda, what a icon, what a the range she has.
If only she could remember the facts about getting a perm,
Yes,
then she would have gotten away with that murder.
The ammonia thyglucoli is this, she should have known.
You want to know how I knew I was queer as a kid? I remember seeing that movie in the theater, and when she got to the like and washed her hair, I was like, "You can't wash her hair with a perm."
You said
like,
no, ma'am.
I know that.
As you're teasing out your hair, you're like,
yes,
diva,
please,
rookie mistake, honey. Well, thank you both, commenters, for those lovely comments. Maybe we can do Linda Cardellini. I feel like she's gonna be a Tucci though. She's gonna tip spots here and there. Also, we need to watch all the fucking Avengers things to like see her be like, hi,
show up for 5 minutes as the wife.
Yeah,
Great.
Who was later revealed to be a retired Mockingbird. Is that right? Is that her name?
Yeah, well, I guess no, because Bobby Morse existed because of the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. TV show, which is also maybe not canon, so I don't know. But
in the Hawkeye
TV
series, she's like,
she was an agent. Yeah.
And that's why I retired, and she puts down the S.H.I.E.L.D. thing, and I think it might have said Mockingbird.
Really?
But I could be wrong. I mean, there's too much. There's too much. says the guy who literally went and saw fucking Fantastic Four last weekend. LOL.
Linda Barton, Clint Barton's wife in the Marvel, while not directly named Mockingbird, her character in the Hawkeye series is heavily implied to be a former S.H.I.E.L.D. agent with the code name Agent 19, which is the same code name as the comic book character Mockingbird, Bobby Morse. But see, Bobby Morse was already introduced on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so there's a whole thing there.
Listen, the ABC Marvel Universe does not exist. That is not canon, not real. We rebuke thee. Anyway, we got off on a tangent from Linda Cardellini.
Linda Cardellini?
Coming soon. Oh my God, help us. We do want the lesbians to like know that we slay for them, okay? So
I also like, no offense, gay men, the lesbians are great. Like, I know a lot more lesbians in my life nowadays than and let me tell you, I'm happier for it.
And that's growth. That's growth. Speaking of lesbians who slay, our last episode was Lily Tomlin. I was telling you before we started, I had a friend who was like, oh my God, I have to go see, what's the name of the whole thing is really hard.
Searching for the signs of, yes. You
searching for signs of intelligence life in the universe.
Yes.
Correct. It's
10 points for Louis.
Thank you. And he was like, I've heard so much about it. I need to watch it. And I was like, you really, really do. And we were just talking about this as well, Gavin, like, what is the point of our show? Why do we do this? And it's like, if we can uncover some treasure to people who maybe have an interest in someone who like kind of broadly loves, someone like Lily Tomlin, but isn't aware of like this fucking magnum opus she did, like, way back when, then that's all I want to do. That's all I want to do. Like, do some little like history, a little nostalgia here and there, but like find movies where it's like, oh my God, like this is enriching your cinematic experience of being and taking art. So yeah, I was so happy doing that episode.
And I mean, you just telling me that genuinely made me so happy. I will not cry, don't worry. But no, it's so nice because these episodes are a lot of work, and it's nice to know somebody out there. Not that I don't think people are out there. Obviously, we just got some very nice messages, but like, it's always nice to be reaffirmed that there are people out there who are listening, who are enjoying what we're doing, and are learning something or taking something away and putting it into their own life. And like you said, discovering something that's lost or maybe they didn't know about. I mean, even for me, the search for signs of intelligent life in the universe was something that I had forgotten about, but I'd
Mhm.
seen so many times as a child that like it came back to me, and I feel
Yeah.
happier knowing that it did. So yeah, I love doing this show. I really do.
That is, I think, a very, very good segue to start talking about this episode because I think this episode, in my mind, when I pitched this idea, you know, it's summer. I was feeling nostalgic for, home and just summer and then this idea of like going places, learning about yourself, being with your family. And so today's episode is all about and like kind of quotes, asterisk, whatever, movies about summer vacation. These are summer
Yes.
vacation movies. And at the beginning of this, me and Gavin were like, okay, the rules are um, a, a group of people or
Two or
more than,
more.
yeah, like decide to go somewhere for the summer. And that's it. Um, we are going to be pushing the boundaries of that perhaps a little bit.
Yes.
I think we both watched the movies and we're like, okay, well, this does not exactly fit the brief. But the vibe is still right. I think there's also movies that maybe we won't talk about because they don't fit the brief at all. But I think people will very much think about like, oh well, the Parent Trap, they're at summer camp.
Right.
But that movie is not about going somewhere for the summer, so we probably won't talk about that. But yes, summer camp is also kind of large, looming in this space. Um, but yeah, I just love the idea, like movies that it's such a simple recipe. Group of people, perhaps they love each other, perhaps they hate each other, and they go somewhere and they learn something about themselves, each other.
Yeah.
There's growth. There's this want, whether it's fucking Selena Gomez wishing she could just like be a grown up in Paris, or like finding yourself because you're going somewhere exotic and far away. Um,
Sometimes it's learning something new, like what the insides of your friends look like after you're
yes,
ripped apart
yes,
by something
yes.
horrible you've encountered on your vacation.
Yes.
Yes.
Or like in Euro Trip, also about the insides of your friends.
Yes, also that. Oh wow. I did not get a chance to rewatch Eurotrip, so I guess Gavin doesn't know.
Gavin
It
doesn't know.
Gavin doesn't
It's
know.
it's so crazy, Gavin, how you watched spooky fucking slasher versions of this, and I watched fucking Euro Trip. That's so weird. Who would have thought?
The Now if you're sitting there listening to this at home or in your car or washing dishes or however you partake in podcasts, and you think to yourself, are summer vacation movies either an actor, director, or mini genre? And someone says, reaching, Your Honor. To that I say, overruled. So
Overruled.
it's our
The
show.
the
We get
the
to do
genre
things.
the genre of a group of gal pals heading down to New Orleans to reconnect.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh my God.
Girls Trip,
Girls
hello.
Trip. Yeah,
Um, I,
absolutely.
and I don't think we're gonna talk about all these movies, but like,
No.
you know, it is a very broad mini genre. But like, from things like obviously National Lampoon's Vacation, which I think is
Yes.
probably like the urtext, or I will just disclaimer, movies I watched were like late 70s to now. So
I I can give you one that predates that I
okay.
mean, there's plenty of vacation movies that existed beforehand, but what the movie Vacation is based on, besides an article that was written by John Hughes, is the 1962 Mr. Hobbs Takes a Vacation, which is based off a book as well. And I had never seen Mr. Hobbs Takes a Vacation until this episode. And once I found out that it was sort of the template for Vacation, I was like, oh, I get it. Like I can
Yeah.
absolutely see it.
Gavin, I'm like, should we start the rewind?
Yeah, I mean, we can just brace for a moment before, because I do want to be, as I am often on the show, and then I just hit my computer and the camera bounced. As I'm often on the show, a little bit of a Debbie Downer, because I do, and I said this to my husband, and he laughed at me when I said it. But I think the other important thing to think about too is vacations are political,
Mm-hmm.
because vacations imply that you are taking time off from doing a job. And not everybody is lucky enough to have a job or has a normal type of job where they can take time off. Not everybody has money that they can go somewhere. I did not grow up with means. I know you did not grow up, like, neither of us are rich people. And so I think vacations do create that atmosphere of, I get to go somewhere else. I get to see something else. I get to be somebody else for a limited amount of time. But I do often think about, like, like, not everybody actually gets a vacation. So, and I know that's not fun to say, but I was thinking about that a lot when I was watching some of these. I was like, yeah, it must be nice to go off to some of those places.
Well, I think I think that's something that we're gonna definitely talk about and like broader also because this is gonna be a very American focused, you
Yes.
know,
Though I do have a bunch of foreign films I watch, so I can't wait to talk about those.
but I do the idea of like the American vacation and how that's changed, and money's certainly a part of this. The expectation of vacation, what someone's supposed to do to make it a quote good vacation. A lot of these movies are literally about vacations gone wrong, vacations that
Yeah.
were bad. So yeah, why don't we get to the rewind?